carbon the code to put the bush wheels on the X-Cub.
Yeah, it looks good, that. What has it got? Got gravel.
Do you guys have the balloon on the parking ramp?
No,
The hot air balloon?
No.
Oh, not really.
Because it makes a strange noise, like a jet airliner which flies by.
Wonder if that's meant to be the propane flame.
propane.
Well, if it's a hot air balloon.
All right.
Is it just me, or does that green livery there, is it missing the front strut for the landing gear?
No, it is there. It's just black and very little.
Yeah, it's in the shadows. I can see it from here.
Goose just thinking of red mug.
Yeah, this thing really flies nice.
I was saying, Kev, it's a pity we couldn't have a couple of like Red Bull racing cars for our meets beforehand.
There's a few air race type scenarios set up, scenery set up around the world.
Laptop from Reno one day.
Streams are up.
Sick consoles not backing up in the end then. Doing a bit of tree chopping there.
That's pretty close to full house. If you scroll back on the next event 1 channel, it's at the top. You're good. It's been updated a few times, but if you've installed it in the last week or so, 2 weeks, you should be fine. Yeah, Flight Sim 2, I think it was. There's a link that's in the top of the next event page. Life goes on. That could well be it. Couple of minutes, we'll get underway.
Yeah, I chickened out on flying the long EZ. I thought, that thing takes too long to accelerate.
That's the top end speed on it.
About 160, I think.
Yeah, it would have kept up with the VL3 all right. So
definitely see VL3s. Yep, I don't have a problem.
It's just the, like you say, the takeoff and landing.
All right. Yeah, that's like always a stupid question, but I sort of have trouble trying to get drone mode active. Yeah. How'd it get so quiet here? Oh, but mic's still working.
You're still good.
Yeah, I know.
I just woke up. I'm trying to catch up to you guys.
You know it's bad when you see like, all the other players like talking and then like you can't hear any of them and then you know like
It's the silence before the takeoff.
yeah. You know what we
So
should set our
there's-
altitude hold to or no?
So there's only one scenery file.
Milford Sound, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the default is ugly. The scenery pack makes it a lot nicer.
You wear the live weather, it's almost always cloudy there. It's actually a nice day in live weather here.
Yeah.
I hope Asobo makes New Zealand the next thing they're going to fix, because it's not pointy enough.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I was over the top of Mount Cook day before yesterday, I think it was. And it's really, yeah, it's all, someone's been at it with a big file.
You guys looking forward to the UK update in January?
That promises to be good. Well, it always promises to be good, but we'll see.
I'm more looking forward for them to do the Mediterranean areas, actually, because there is some beautiful scenery that's properly done.
Yeah.
When is the continuation of the Nepal flight? Is that tomorrow?
I might not be available tomorrow. I might have to make it next weekend.
Yeah, currently nothing planned for tomorrow night.
Oh, nothing for tomorrow yet.
I could set up another flight for you guys to do tomorrow. I might not be around though.
I've a couple flight plans saved that I think I haven't shared, so I'll throw them in the group, and if any of you guys like any, we can do that.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, should we get underway? If everybody's loaded in. Right, so we've got 11 AM. I've got live weather, which is basically blue skies at the moment. And we are going out of here. Right turnout onto a 120 heading. Just follow the ridge line until it opens up into a valley on your right hand side. And then follow the ridge, follow that valley for 7-8 miles. If you've got the route plan loaded at waypoint 2, we've got to leave the river. The river goes off to the left and we go straight on for another 3-4 miles. So just out of here, turn right, and when the valley opens up on your right, follow it. And we are heading to Gorge River Airstrip. So we'll end up in another valley and pop out over the top of it right on the coast.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
So if we're ready, flaps, brakes, power, let him go.
Not a long airship by any means. Hope I get off the ground.
Looks like I'm keeping the gears open anyway. Hope it doesn't slow me down too much.
Alright. And we're up. Would you go by Flange Joseph on this flight, or no, that's further up, I think?
It's certainly on
Yeah,
one
that's
of
a lot further north.
yeah, it's on one of my routes. I must admit, the one I was playing with for the Mount Cook. That's up there.
Yeah.
speeds are you guys hitting? I might be getting dragged out of this landing here.
I'm sat at 150.
Ah, that's not too.
162.
Sort of 140.
143.
Oh, I don't see the Rotax. Where is it?
It'll say VL3 915.
Oh, okay, I see DMB.
Alex, it looks like it's done with the game. It's jammed the gear halfway.
What, with me?
Oh, with me?
Oh, nice. I'm pushing top speeds here. 177.
It's a nice toy, isn't it?
Yeah, I reduced RPM to 91 and set 10% choke, and it really, really pushes with that setting.
Yeah.
So is somebody here live in New Zealand?
I've been to this parts, but
Yeah, I'm a Kiwi.
Okay, awesome.
Living in the States at the moment, but yeah, 20 years in South
ah,
Melbourne.
that sucks. Wish you were still there.
This year I certainly wish that.
Even prior to that, I mean, when I got back from New Zealand, about 3 years ago, my trip, very depressing. I'll be back in New York in December after being in New Zealand.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time around where we're flying today. This is a
Oh yeah.
thrill for me. Thank you for organising this particular flight.
Yeah.
I love flying around here. It's in X-plane. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna fly from Queenstown to Milford Sound when I was there, but they weren't flying that day because of the bad weather. Too bad.
Yeah, it's always
I
bad.
would have loved to see it. I know it is. Milford Sound's the rainiest place in the world almost, but today I don't think it is. But Queenstown was fun. And you do a lot of bungee jumps and like all those adrenaline activities that the area is known for.
Absolutely loving the low-level valley clouds here that just kind of laid down over the mountaintops as a blanket. It's stunning.
Yeah, well, you must not have live weather on it. It's almost sunny. Live weather, really? Oh, I see it up ahead, but not like where I'm flying right now. I think I'm a little behind you guys.
Yeah, I think I'm flying up front. I'm going really fast.
Yeah.
No, I see it from down the valley here, yeah.
Yeah, I've got clear blue.
Once you climb a bit up the valley, there should be some cloudiness to the right.
Yeah, I'm seeing what you're seeing, buddy. I'm seeing them just on the mountain peaks.
If you get to the same altitude as the clouds, it's stunning.
Hardly New Zealand's like as far away from Britain as you can get, but it's the same nationality almost.
Adoptive country.
I still think it's funny Tasmania didn't end up being a Dutch colony, because it was, I mean, discovered by the Dutch, but then I think still became British territory, innit?
So was Cape York. So was New York City.
Yeah, from what I read, New York City was sold by the Dutch for $24 at the time.
Yeah, they don't think they wanted to deal with it anymore. Too bad for them.
Yeah.
I think Tasmania used to be called Van Diemen's Land. That sounds Dutch, doesn't it?
I mean, I know that it was discovered by Abel Tasman, and he was a Dutchman.
Kevin, it sounds like the Americans are wanting the monarchy back. It's better than a trumpet.
Well, there is some truth to, well, democracy allows people to fall behind and be left in the dust.
You've got to admit the current British Queen is scary, though. I mean, not scary in the sense that she scares people, but the amount of power she has and the things she can make happen is ridiculous.
You know what they say in any Commonwealth country, like even Australia or New Zealand, if you get your car confiscated for doing burnouts, it's like you forfeited your car to the crown, they say.
Need to hop over the ridge on the right here.
I see.
I mean, Spanish monarchy years ago, what, we had a king that went elephant hunting and whore hunting as well?
You didn't mean boar hunting there, didn't you? Just to be on the same thing.
Just for a minute then.
I meant hunting in the streets of bad behavior.
And disrepute. The old language.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, and also donating millions to these women to keep their mouths shut. He got caught, and it's all on the TV here now. And yeah, Spanish monarchy is a complete joke.
That's why Catalonia wants to secede.
Nah, they want to leave because the heart of Spain's industry is there. So most money generated in Spain comes from that region. And they therefore think it's unfair that they're being taxed the same. But still, they broke constitution by declaring a free state, only holding a referendum in their own region when the referendum should have been held in all of Spain. That's the problem, basically.
This airport we're coming into, it's got an altitude of 20 feet, 20 feet, 1,200 feet of grass. So if we join overhead for left downwind 03, and you'll see it as you pop out of here. You'll be on the beach, and the airport's directly below you.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind you. This gear down is causing me a bit of drag.
I've got visual.
We had nice straight-in landings last week. You're making it a challenge again, Kev.
Of course, it'd be boring otherwise.
Trying to pick up speed but diving down in this valley here. It's normally about that gear not going up or down properly. Suppose there's nothing else that would keep up with you guys, like if I switched to this airport, would there be?
Need to sort the gear out. I'm surprised G isn't doing it for you.
Yeah. Weird. Couple behind me as well anyway, so there is.
Could always use the mouse in the cockpit and flick the switch.
Yeah, I'll try that, see.
visual, but I had it not.
Yeah, you must be coming up onto it now.
Correct.
Time to kill some speed.
Where is the gear level on the 915?
It's in between the finger guards to the right of the display.
Alright, see it.
You said left downwind, right?
Yes, please.
Roger.
Nah, it's stuck. Can't flick the switch. Odd to say the least.
Oh, look at that water. Nice.
Know what he's doing, going out over the water and then circling back round for 03 now.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy what that thing is. It's not even like an airport. Like if it wasn't even labeled on the map, they know we were going there, I wouldn't even be like, I wouldn't even have any idea it existed.
Don't forget to switch tanks in this thing as well, because otherwise you're gonna be leaning.
Oh wow, I see what you mean there. It's just like a sudden drop to the edge.
Yeah, I'm getting a fuel imbalance warning as well, so I've just switched tank.
Oh shit, that's a rough landing.
It's not an easy one. Stunning approach though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how I fare.
Oh, okay, don't go too near the sand. You go into water.
Yeah, one went swimming.
Yeah, I did as well.
I mean, it's responsible to wash the old plane every now and then.
Oh, I think I've landed at this next one we're going to. Yeah, me and Damien I think did a flight there. I think the next one you want to go wide left base to 02, because otherwise you have mountains.
Pull out a wee bit, it was a wee bit too close.
How's the gear Nova?
It's down, but she's not going up or anything, so there's definitely something wrong with this plane, for me at least.
Turbo Nanza made a nice one.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Nova.
Yeah.
Awesome work, Nova.
One sec.
Oh, he was ready to fly to Australia. Start heading west. I already headed in that direction.
Okay, next airport is Martins Bay Aerodrome, which is a grand total of 17 feet altitude, 1,600 feet of tarmac. So straight out from here, follow the coastline over one bay, and we're looking at a total of about 13 miles, and it will be a join left downwind for 02. So when we're ready, we can have some flaps. Brakes. Power. Go for it.
What the?
Ooh, some big bumps here.
I'm just getting a nugget. Gears fine that time, I saw it. Going in for O2, Gav, yeah.
Yes, left downwind, O2. And this one's quite a narrow bit of tarmac in between trees.
I think last week's runways were just too easy. That was the problem.
There aren't too many on here that'll trouble the average amateur. It's on the left around this headland we're coming into now.
Yeah, I'm a wee bit behind you there. Best for the corner there, really.
I suppose it ought to be the right way up, really.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Just hang on for me. I'm coming up around the peak of the corner here. Just that beachhead there, really, yeah.
Yeah. Just roll out to the end, gents. Come in back out the way we went in.
Just wait for me, guys. I'm just coming in now. Just. on.
Lovely landing, both of them.
Mine was nasty here. Underestimated my altitude a bit and came down way too fast.
Well, at least the gear worked that time, surprisingly.
Oh man, that was rough. At least the next airport will be easier. That I know.
Yeah, it's a nice approach to the next one.
Oh, big time.
Everybody down? Looks like it. Oh no, there's one on final.
Yep, on my way back in. For some reason, it says I collided with something. I don't know what I collided with.
Probably me.
Yeah, could you imagine what this sim would be like with airplane-to-airplane contact turned on?
Horrendous.
Oh, but it should be more realistic. You actually like line up and take turn. Well, of course, if someone messes it up, then they like. I think it used to be, right?
They should have a hardcore server.
I think the older flight sims had a airplane contact, and you would crash if you made contact. But I don't know if that applied to multiplayer or not.
Yeah, some of these little field bit awkward. You're 25 in line for landing.
That's why. Did like the earlier sims have a multiplayer, like before Flight Sim X, or I think 2004 had one, but.
Okay, gents. Next one is November Zulu, Mike Foxtrot, Milford Sound, 10 foot above the sea level, 2,500 feet of tarmac. And from here, we are following the coast on a heading of, either follow the coastline. If you want to go direct, it's a 107 heading for 15 miles. And then that gets you to the entrance to the sound. Then follow the sound to the airport. And it'll be straight in for 1-1 and back taxi on the grass, please.
Captain Cook was the first Anglo into Milford Sound.
Cool. Was he the first one to the top of Mount Cook?
No.
Just a thought. Okay, gents. Flaps. Brakes. Full power. Let them rip.
Rubber. Again, the second time the gear doesn't come up. What is wrong with
Yeah, for all my talking up touch portal, it's lost connection with the sim. I'm trying to remember what all the buttons are meant to do now.
yeah.
Well, that's a good advert.
Yeah. Hey ho.
I have to nosedive just to keep up with you because this gear is really causing me drag.
Look at Box's chest.
Even though my flaps is up, it's showing 27 degrees on the text.
I mean, not especially trying to like it. Well, I've got big boots, it's just a big boat.
Maybe a nice reinstall might help at this stage.
flaps. God damn it.
Aye, is yours doing that?
I'm hearing voices in my cockpit.
Join the
Yep.
club.
Me too.
Somebody's got an open mic.
Yeah, I want to know who Julio is or whatever that is. Like.
Pretty sure I'm push to talk.
He is well.
Right, everyone else is put the talks juice and we'll figure it out. I like whoever's talking.
Not me.
No, everyone just went quiet that night, so it's obviously still a push to talker.
What a view coming up.
I was on a scenic cruise out of Milford Sound, and the captain was talking about
Anan.
the beautiful scenery. And he said, and if you look out to the west, there's a really flat, boring island, and it's called Australia.
Ah,
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I think.
Hey, Anon.
you know, they say that people that try to combine Australia with New Zealand on a vacation,
Very quiet.
they
Anan.
always wish they spent more time in New Zealand. Like every one of them.
Any better?
Although I'll admit though that
That's
Australia
good,
has a
mate.
better harbor bridge. I'll say that.
Thanks, Gambush, that's thoughts everyone. Great, now my gear's half open. What the hell is wrong with this plane?
Turn left at the pleasure cruiser.
Should we land it?
Oh, I'd love to with that, the new Savage, but I don't think this will do it.
I could always try since my landing gear's buggered.
You know, you guys play with failures on.
Yeah, all the time.
No.
Oh, you mean in the sim now?
Yeah, that's how you get Red Bull type smoke.
I don't think they simulate that though.
Does it simulate a half risen friggin' gear? Night out, come and have a look and you'll see what I mean.
Hey, do you guys see this cruise ship?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to have the scenery pack downloaded.
Oh, that's the scenery pack?
That's part of it. Although I don't know about that cruise ship. I think definitely the ships further down the harbor you're gonna see.
I think
Stay away
that's,
here with the speeder.
yeah, I think that's this one we've just seen is part of the kit.
This looks like the same one I saw in Hawaii. So it's probably just the regular.
Someone look back at my plane to see if they can see if all the gears are down or not, or what the crack is.
The Buzz cruise ship.
Yeah, I'm close to that.
Hawaii, that's a poor man's New Zealand, they say.
Boba Fett would have something to say about that now, wouldn't he?
Well, speaking of that, I gotta catch up on Mandalorian, but
Oh, it was a good episode. No, I'm not going to.
I'm up through the tragedy one. That was a good episode. I don't know what the one that came out this
Yeah,
week.
no, you don't no one spoil it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
See another boat here.
Yeah, there's a handful down before you get to the airport.
I heard a slight rumor, I don't know whether it's true or not, that the aircraft carriers might be coming.
Does Cessna's have a tail hook?
No, but it was on because of the amount of folks, you know, that the forum gets sometimes, it was like on a list that was showing that.
Like fishing trawlers, I guess.
multi-million plane pleasure cruisers.
Yeah, but now my landing gears both are half descended. What the, I'm not even pressing the button like.
Oh yeah, that is
I haven't got a single boat down here.
It sounds like you don't have the scenery loaded.
I did have it installed though, so that's what's been happening with me lately all the time. I do put the scenery in the community folder, but it doesn't spawn.
Unless your symbolic link has changed, maybe. It could have done. Have you done a fresh install recently, anything?
Nope, nothing.
Don't think your link may have changed. Do you see my landing gear there, whoever's beside me?
I've just done a pass under here and it's definitely half down.
Yeah, but you see the way it's like the bay doors are half open?
Yeah, it's stuck midpoint, isn't it? That's weird.
Kevin, which way are we landing this time?
Straight in, please, and then on 11.
Straight in 11. Got it.
Might be across in the 11 at this rate. Here.
Remember.
Back taxi on the grass.
500.
Orbix has a really good scenery of this for prepared. It's got cool native bird sounds and it's really good Milford sound. Yeah.
Nice. I wonder if those, prepared was made for like Lockheed Martin for training, but I wonder if their students still use that.
I still swear like prepared's nothing but a beefed up FSX.
Yeah, I know. Well, what happened was Microsoft was going to stop developing flight simulators, and they sold off the engine and everything to Lockheed Martin.
I mean, I still use it just because I got a lot of planes for it, but yeah, I like this better now.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just going to stop supporting X-Plane 11 for most developers.
Vulcan didn't add as much as what they thought it was going to add in terms of performance anyway. Oh, there's a lot of ships down here, the 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
It looks like you've got your gear up now, Nova. I've just got a bit close to you and it looks like your gear is up.
I didn't even press anything there.
You want it down for landing?
No, but I bet you it won't come down a wee bugger.
I wonder if this... I don't think this Bonanza Turbo is not quite up to snuff with the VL3 mod. Or maybe it's just because I've only been the last one to take off.
Yeah, she's not coming down like it's going to commit suicide here on you. They'll do it spectacularly.
I kind of wonder in real life if the Queenstown to Milford Sound route, like how circuitous it is. It's probably not straight over, right? It's probably...
Who cartwheeled?
That was me, the gear wouldn't come down. Real problems with the mod plane. Might go back and use the
even got all the barbed wire fence.
It's like strangely dark at this airport, even though...
Yep, that happened to me.
Yeah, we're in shadow at the moment.
Maybe it's that. I don't know. Maybe it's just the scenery. Maybe it's the lighting of the modded airport that might not have factored in certain...
Are we going off from 2-0, Kev, or...
No, back taxi.
So off from 11?
Yep.
11? Right.
I'm probably gonna drop 2 screenshots in.
I wonder what they'll be.
I've got it on video, so...
Yeah, I know you do.
How many floating planes do you see right now?
Just one.
I think that can be fixed if they just hit the B key.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's because of the fact they don't have the scenery for this airport downloaded, so that their elevation data might be different than if you got the scenery for this. That's happened in a lot of other flights with the Idaho pack.
I'm just going back to the stock 915, see if it's just the add-ons causing me issues.
You're gonna have a tough time without keeping up.
Well, you're only hitting about 140, so
Those came out really nice.
Yeah.
Good, yeah, I need to download one of them programs to install the mods for me. If anyone has a link, much appreciated.
I put it into the file share buddy there yesterday.
Ah, okay, thank you very much.
Pod linker. In one Kevin uses.
This time I'm not gonna be behind.
How is that mod linker? I haven't tried it. All I do is just drag everything into the community.
It's nice to be able to structure your folders as you want, and then just tick a box to say I want to use this one on this flight or this one on this flight, and can leave all the crap behind, so you got better load times. And you can also set it up with presets, like I've got a Cub Crafter preset, so that's going to load the liveries and the Cub Crafter and the Savage mod, but doesn't load anything else unless I want it to.
Alright, Glenorchy looks like.
Remember to switch tanks?
Yep. Yes, Glenorchy. This one is... Bear with me a second, because I think I've got a typo in there. Oh no, it's 1,200 feet. Wow. I'm getting nosebleed on this one. So it's straight out of here on a 080 heading. At some point you're going to need 6,500 feet. Depends at what point you decide to commit to go over the top. And you are going for 13 odd miles, and at waypoint 5 we can drop down into a valley heading east for another 4 to waypoint 6. Waypoint 6 is right turn into a river basin for another 10 miles. So we've got about 27, 28 miles to run on this one, but it's very pretty if you're not totally clouded out.
No, it looks pretty good. Well, I've done this flight a number of times already. I've had to maneuver around mountains because I don't know if going up to 6,000 you have to go right back down again.
Yeah.
To get down to Lake Wakatipu. Where
Yeah.
this is. So,
If we're ready, if we can get flaps, brakes, power, let them go.
Got a helicopter there on this side.
yeah. How sweet it is.
Yeah,
Does look good.
it's a very popular airport apparently.
Gear up fang first to go.
Over the top, yeah, Kev?
Yeah, you can follow the valley for a little while around to your right here, but at some point you're gonna need 6,000 plus.
If you look on your map, there's like a shaded area, like to the south and east of the Milfordstown Airport, and I think that might be like what the approach usually is, or a climb out. Yeah, I don't know if the real life flights to Milford Sound from Queenstown take this route, or they just go out over the sound, gain altitude, and fly the long way.
Yeah, it'd be cheating though, wouldn't it?
For this, yeah.
The road tunnel between the Milford Sound and the rest of New Zealand is kind of below us at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a road, but that's why, I mean, the problem is to do that trip would have taken the whole day. We could have done the Milford Sound half a day if we were able to fly. So that's why we couldn't go, because you didn't want to spend a full day doing that. It's so much to do in Queenstown. Like, oh shit, I ain't gonna make it up this mountain.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same here. I might have to go through that wee gap. See, if you look at the far right, there's a wee gap between the mountain there. See where I am?
Yeah. Yeah, but yours seems to be a lot higher. I don't know. This is not. Damn, those VL3s are really that.
Oh, would you look at that? A beautiful lake on the top of the mountain here.
Oh no!
Turquoise blue.
I'm dead yet, buddy. Scambush, you alright?
Yeah, I'm at 4,100. I think I'm just gonna make it. I'm at 103 knots and dropping. I'm gonna see if I can curve to the left and then. Oh no, wait. Maybe
I might stall. I'm only doing about 70 knots.
You can always slew, but that's just cheating. Alright, well, there actually should be enough room to circle around, I think.
I'm following Kev's sneaky route with 2 gaps.
Alright, good. I was able to circle around.
Once you're over, keep your eyes out to the left. Nice lake.
Wow, that's pretty.
Isn't there a mod for that lake right there so you can land at it, or is that a different one?
This makes me want to go fly in New Zealand now.
And that cloud is really thick though. You seeing it as bad as I am, Alex?
No, I've got clear skies here.
Is this like where they film TV shows and movies?
I'm pretty confident the Fellowship of the Ring has been here, yes.
Well, they do the, yeah. Yep, it's mostly around here where they did most of the filming, because a lot of the Northern Rings tours leave from Queenstown. I mean, the studio was in Wellington, but that was just for the studio shots. And then, of course, Hobbiton, and there was one scene they actually filmed in like a park in Wellington, even though it was definitely not like remote by any stretch.
Well, we'll take your tourist money and tell you anywhere was Lord of the Rings country.
Yeah.
Most famous New Zealand thing I know is Flight of the Conchords.
There's one of those big, massive scenery hole things again.
Not sure if you guys know it, but it's 2 comedians who do comedy with music, and it's quite funny.
They were told by New Zealand TV that they were too local and the world wouldn't understand their humour. So they went to HBO and rest is history.
Is that not the one that sort of lets everyone have their own channel or show? Or is that PB? No, that's PBS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Public broadcast service or something.
Oh wow, that was.
So that big valley we flew over to the left, that's the Hollyford Valley. That's where one of the New Zealand Great Walks are.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, you're really risking your life with the mountains there, laddie.
Yeah, the only hike I did. Well, you already know what it is. I don't even need to tell you. Oh, I guess I do. The Tonga River crossing. Mount Dew, also known as. Didn't get to see Mount Dew though. It was like a cloudy, rainy day.
It's too bad. It sounds like you've missed some good scenery because of the weather on your trip.
Yeah, but the weather is very fickle. But we did get lucky with Franz Joseph because I heard like 90% of the time, all you could do was go ATVing. But we got to do the helicopter glacier hike when I was there. And then they had told us that they were like rained out for the whole 2 weeks prior to our arrival.
Say this is only at like 10 feet or something, Kev, is it?
1200. And it's left downwind for 32.
Behind is here.
It's super fun jet boating on these rivers in front of us.
Yeah. I don't know about this river. I mean, I did the Shotover River. That's on the other side of the lake.
That is a tiny runway.
I'm only turning on the waypoint 6 at the minute.
Yeah, me too.
So when you basically get to the delta of the river into the lake, then if you look to the island in the middle and then to the left of it, a bit before it, you can see a really small dirt strip.
Yeah, you've got 2200 feet.
Really? It's so much tinier.
It could have been 220 if I got a typo, but I think it's 2200.
Oh, that valley's gorgeous out. Just able to pick up the speed here.
Took nearly 200 knots coming down that valley.
Little hobbitses.
Get that voice.
For some reason, when I really put myself to it, I can do even better than I just did it. Like, I've actually scared people doing that voice.
Well,
It's so funny.
that was actually you doing it, or are you just having us on?
No, I'm doing it myself.
The straight line for the runway 11.
Oh yeah, it's quite long actually. Once you're next to it, it's quite a bit longer.
Yeah, this doesn't look like 2200.
It does look a bit shorter than that, doesn't it? It looks like 1200 according to the map. I got my numbers backwards. Oh,
altitude's always first.
No, altitude's 1200 and it's 2219 feet.
Yeah.
The same thing's happening with this. The gear's just refusing to go down. So at least I know it's not the planes, it's something to do with my setup.
taking off from 14 or 32?
Roll out to the end, please. So we're taking off over the approach threshold.
I'm gonna switch planes again, see if I can do it in there here. Yeah, works first time there. Jumping on.
Head-on collision in the ground.
So good to land and not have to pull back on the stick for a change.
Okay, and next one is Queenstown, and that's an altitude of 1100, and we got 6,200 feet of tarmac, except we're landing on the shorter runway that bisects it. So out of here for 13 miles due south, basically follow the lake. 13 miles in, turn left, keeping the coastline on your left, and that gives you a 13-mile straight-in final into Queenstown. And can we aim for left base 32? And there's a crane on the approach, which might upset a few people. So left base 32. And
That's
then
what you mean by crane.
It's a big construction crane, not a little birdie.
You meant a crane like a bird that's gonna get into the engine.
No, this is a big crane, and it would seriously get in your engine. So yeah, left downwind. Left base for 32, and stop at the intersection. So we'll depart on 05.
How do you set the nav autopilot on this Garmin?
Have you got the route planned in?
Yes.
Hit the little 3 black squares up above and it'll bring up the autopilot.
If you guys want, you can go to Queenstown Airport, like NZQT instead of QN. That's a runway just like this.
Yeah, it's a dinky one, isn't it? Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
Where's the autopilot?
There isn't one. You have to it's within the Garmin. Yeah.
Holy shit! This is new for me.
Autopilot's inside the Garmin, where your HSI is. The 3 black spots up above. Just click there, and it'll bring up the autopilot.
I always use the key bindings for this plane.
I thought you had to with the VL3. So by design.
Yeah, I do.
See the transponder?
There's quite a lot you can actually pick up by double-clicking on the compass.
Yeah, that is only if you got the GX mod also on top of the VL3.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So out of here, 13 miles. and then left turn following the shoreline on 045 for another 13 miles, and we're heading for left base 32. When you're ready, flaps. Yeah. Okay, that would explain it. I've got all or nothing on my flaps. Flaps, brakes, power, go.
Did someone slingshot themselves with slew mode? Because they literally flew past me at a ridiculous speed.
Maybe. Or maybe they have the fighter jet that you don't have or something.
Ah, yeah, could be as well.
It's a catapult launch on the end.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm back on another 915 on a different library and the gear's working. Weird.
So it looks to me like there's just a roll pitch autopilot, yeah?
If you've got the GX mod, it's a full autopilot.
Oh, I need the GX mod, okay.
I'd recommend putting all of them in there, all of the working title stuff. The 1000, 3000 and the GX mod.
Where we Gonzo would have loved this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. Hey, you picked a nice day for live weather. Damn.
I'm starting to get clouded out. Grey clouds overhead.
That's my shit fucked, but I don't know. Maybe my pressure's not defaulting, and if you check the actual weather in Queenstown, and things, well, at least in Milford Sound said it was sunny.
My life weather is
partly
nice and blue
cloudy.
sky.
What about Glenorchy, where we just?
Definitely a nice plane. I
Partly
mean,
cloudy.
it was stable enough for me to walk to my fridge, open a cold one, and come back, and it's still online.
I'm disappointed in you. I thought you would have had a fridge at least in an arm's reach, like.
Working on that, actually. Gonna buy one of them small ones and just put it by my gaming corner.
Just don't go for those monster drink ones. I hear they are a fortune, like.
Nah, I think they're horrible. I'm just trying to take something normal.
Even my local Spar has it now, like, you know, and just punk, you know, black and green, like.
I saw a tiny R2D2 one that actually you can put like a can of beer or something in there and it will cool it.
Now, you know R2D2's not the latest craze, it's Baby Yoda.
Yeah, now he is.
The name is Grogu.
Just Baby Yoda, that's all I'm naming on the lads. I don't like Grogu.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with ATC trying to do an airliner flight into this Queenstown airport. And they told me to descend and then go back up to like 10,000 feet. It's crazy.
EMATC?
Yeah.
It's got some real life crazy procedures getting out of this airport.
Yeah, it does. Well, when I was there, I was looking at like a promenade, like on our way out of Queenstown. And I actually take a picture of an Air New Zealand jet, like on approach, like below where we were. Like that's how mountainous it is.
All I know is in Europe, and especially in the eastern Mediterranean area, there is a ridiculous amount of captains-only landings.
Oh, so no first officers.
I think Mykonos, for example, in Greece, it's a really narrow, tiny runway, and that one's captains-only as well.
Yep, Skiathos as well.
Well,
that would be a cool flight. The Greek islands over there.
Skiathos is ridiculous. I remember doing that one with the Aerosoft 320 in FSX. Crazy landing.
Yeah, it's rather short, 1,600 meters.
That's the
Mykonos
one
and
that looks
Santorini and Rhodes.
Rhodes is amazing, and it's a nice runway. I've been there a lot when I was flying with Ryanair, and it would be really nice to have dinner there during sunset. Beautiful.
Yeah. What about this lake? Is that I did a hydro attack on this lake, and they take you out like a dolphin-shaped boat that you can go like underwater for certain stretches, and it like lifts out of the air, like it almost like an actual dolphin that you're riding in. That was pretty cool.
Did you see the new stealth ship at all that they're casting?
Yeah, it looks crazy.
It looks so much like Tomorrow Never Dies, doesn't it? Like, it actually really does.
Oh, that.
I haven't watched that in ages though. What are we going for? 09?
Left base 32.
If the gear comes down.
So we got to go around the tiny mountain, yeah?
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Or cut inside it. Yeah, but yeah, around the tiny mountain.
Needless to say, I doubt the bungee jumps are visible in this game. Or the Nevis, or the, what do you call it, the Kawaro Bridge. If that's rendered in this game.
Well, perhaps they were bungee jumping off the construction crane on this threshold.
That wouldn't surprise me. Only like 29 FPS right now.
I'm down to 16. Laptops rule.
Ah.
Oh dear, but it's still smooth.
Is this the last airport?
No, 3 to go.
Small break, perhaps?
Okay, got a 2-minute break when we're down.
Where are we taking off from?
From the intersection. 05 heading.
So we're taking off of the main runway, it looks like.
Yeah.
Watch out for the airliners. Next one's interesting if you go to 2 runways.
Yeah, I think I haven't looked at my notes, but I think we land on one, take off on the other.
Oh, so 09 looks like.
Right base for 09, roll out and depart on 36.
Yeah.
Okay, couple of minutes break.
Yep. Sounds nice.
In real life, it would be funny with the bush flies, because if anyone needs a leak, you would just suddenly see at certain airports, you would just see 10 guys hop out of their aircrafts that look for the nearest tree-covered area and take a leak.
Or they just bring one wheels and just ride into town.
I mean, logically seen, they should come up with some kind of solution for small aircraft.
Soda bottle.
Don't they have bathrooms like on these like Cessna 172s?
No, I've been on a 172. There was no toilet facility whatsoever. I mean, not even a tube like in the ISS where you can just take a leak in or something.
Yeah, I always thought that there's like a way that, like, there's like a hole or something you cover up. But I guess it's the same reason why that.
Now I understand what the little hole in the front window is for on the left.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell do you do? guess you have to make an emergency landing if you find yourself in a bathroom emergency.
Just get you a soda bottle or wear some Depends.
You can't imagine those kind of landings where you have to take a piss so badly and you're like, you're in such a rush to land so you can do that.
Is my mic working?
Yep.
All right, he said it was quiet earlier, so I was wanting to make sure it wasn't still.
I think they have
my
barf
brain
bags.
went to poop coming into this airport.
Still, the more I think about it, the crazier it is, because there is a law now in Europe, for example, that says that all single-engine aircraft are required to have an RPP, and for the ones who don't know what it is, it's a rocket-propelled parachute, in case there is a complete engine death. But there is no regulations for people doing long, GA flights needing a toilet. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because I guess it's technically not essential, because if you shit in your pants on a plane, you can still fly it. So I guess they don't need to. Not that it'd be any pleasant at all.
I mean, still, if you take a leak, it could damage electronics, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Because as far as I know, GA aircraft are not watertight. Except for the ones intended to be.
I'm back, and I'm going to change my weather to something a bit more decent, because it's a nice river run for quite a few miles now.
When you fly with people, and if someone makes you land to go to the bathroom, like, they have to buy everyone dinner. I think that's like how they do it, because they basically have to pay the landing fee for the airport.
I mean, yeah, that's a doable thing as well.
That's better. Scattered clouds. Everybody back in the game?
I am. I'm not sure about the rest.
Yeah, ready to roll.
Yeah, so we're still missing a couple guys.
Yeah, it sounds a bit quiet, doesn't it?
Actually, we were talking about taking a leak. I might as well take one now too before we get going.
Yeah, otherwise you're paying dinner.
Yep, pretty much.
I don't think you'll get dinner at the next airport.
Nah, Kev, we were discussing about, it's funny how there is no regulations whatsoever or facilities whatsoever for general aviation aircraft for people to actually, use the toilet. I mean, they could even put a tube in, with a small tank, like in the ISS.
Isn't that why you take a decent bottle of whiskey or something with you and drink that and then have a pee in the bottle?
I mean, you drink that while flying?
Well, you've got to empty the bottle somehow.
Yeah, you don't want to mess up the input and output water flow.
Hydrate and rehydrate.
Depends on how high you fly, of course. I've seen people on an entire litre of whiskey at 35,000 feet. It's not a nice view. It's always lovely when people forget that, reduced atmosphere in the cabin affects things like alcoholic beverages by enhancing their effects.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
As a passenger, no. As a cabin crew, yes. I mean, I'm not going to lie, as crew, we've done plenty of what we called happy landings, and it's when we were closing the bars. As it's the cabin crew that does the bar count, we would just count 2 bottles of vodka less of the tiny vodka bottles, and we'd do a nice vodka shot during the last landing of the day.
And where did that come from? You must be thinking, what the hell?
First time I saw it, I was like, are they serious? And then after a year flying, you're like, oh, screw it, I'm going to do it as well. And yeah, I mean, once, it was kind of an initiation thing to the cabin crew. And I refused for half a year. And then we had one flight to Oujda in Morocco, which went horribly wrong with passengers getting on well. And we went through so much stress that day that for the last landing, we just took that vodka shot.
I didn't do the bar shot with me, but then that might be not so good.
So Charleroi Airport, Brussels South, is seriously the worst secured airport in Europe, in my opinion. I mean, I've been able to bring a kitchen knife on board as a cabin crew, a kitchen knife. And there was like, what's that for? It's like to cut my sandwich. It's like, oh, okay, you can pass. Just because you've got a uniform and a crew pass.
Yeah, you got the badge, you can do whatever you like. Much.
Yeah, it's really crazy when you stop to think about it, because it's just completely unsafe.
It doesn't take much to get a badge and away you go.
As well, when I was working at Amsterdam Airport, when I was seeing the cabin crews come in, almost every Friday, police was there to take an alcohol test, they had to blow into the machine. And in a year time flying at Charleroi, I haven't seen a single alcohol check for crew.
Caution wake turbulence.
It's a bit yellow, that one, isn't it?
Oh, I've got it as white with a green tail.
Even that jet.
No, you must have delivery. I don't install any tube liner liveries.
It must have come as a multiplayer.
This is the my wire jet.
The airliner. You see that?
H2NX.
Right then, gents. Are you ready to go?
Ready?
Ready.
Departing out of here, straight out, pick up the river, and then follow it for about 12 miles. At one point, it's going to throw you directly north, so keep staying with it into the valley. Follow the river, keep following the river. And then you'll open out into an open plain with the airport on your left-hand side. So about how far is that? 19. We've got about 20 miles or so of rivers to play with, which is always good fun. When you're ready, flaps, brakes, power. Let him go.
So we follow the river around, yes?
Just straight out, and you'll pick up the river just on your right hand side.
Perfect.
And just keep going.
Should we just follow the heavy?
Oh shit. Yeah, it might as well. That doesn't look like. What the hell is he?
Oh, the airliner going for a river dip as well.
Or somebody's washing a plane.
I think that was me.
Oh, there's the bridge. That must. This will do with the bungee jump is. Yeah. You guys just flying over those two bridges. That's the Kawaro bungee. One of the. The people on my trip who didn't do the bungee, they went to a winery, like a wine tasting, which was like meh.
Good wine out here, though.
Yeah, well, the Marlborough region, which is obviously for the northern end of the South Island, is known for that.
I remember one really good New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It was called Vavasseur or something like that. It had a rooster as a logo, if I remember well, and it was a really nice white wine.
Yeah, this part of New Zealand is known for its reds.
Oh, for reds, you guys need to visit Spain.
I have, and I loved it.
Personal favorites, the Ribera del Duero. They are absolutely amazing.
I knew I joined this group for a reason.
Education.
My mum's been a waitress all her life in a quite luxurious restaurant in Holland, and when I was about 13, she started teaching me about wine and grapes and everything, and since then I love it.
You don't want to go to the right as you get to waypoint 6 to avoid having to climb right before the airport.
You don't need to. Go hard left at waypoint 8.
Oh, 8, yeah. I mean, why hard left? The airport's like...
Yeah, go hard left. Trust me, it keeps you in a valley.
Alright. What the hell do I do? Nah, I think everyone's going right.
No, there's a Yui on the end of this river to get you back in. Where Skydive is and don't crash. If they go hard left there, Oh, I thought I'd lost it then. Everything stopped on me.
Like disconnected completely, or
graphics locked up, sound went, everything just stopped, and then came back after about 10 seconds.
oh, what was the runway again? 09?
Yes, 09 rollout.
Straight in then.
Yep. Yeah, it's almost like a right base for 09. Another hairpin right coming up.
Very badly visible runway.
Yeah, it's from memory, it's dirt on dirt, isn't it?
Yep. If I saw it well, it's got a couple of hay rolls marking the runway edges.
Hey, I crashed. My internet connection was lost for a short time, so I was in a dive and hit the ground somewhere.
That's Huey, yeah? Or then
Yes, the Huey right.
yeah, I saw you on the right hand side of me and thinking, wonder what he's doing.
I don't know. So I don't know if I can restart, so just proceed.
Come into NZCS, Charlie Sierra.
Yeah, tried.
As soon as this valley opens up, you want to come hard left, gents, to put you in the right base for 09.
Oh, the 320's going for it. And he bumped back up. Poor passengers.
Wait, I think you guys are in the wrong area, because there's an airport right where I'm landing. This has to be it.
It's a dogleg runway, two runways at right angles to each other.
Right, I landed on 09.
Yeah, that's the one. Roll out to the end because we'll depart on the other one, on 27.
Yeah. Yeah, there you guys are. Some of you guys are landing on what is it?
Don't you mean for takeoff runway 36? Because it's in the direction of the.
Yeah. You guys are coming in on 18.
No, coming in on 09. We'll depart on 36.
I think I get why you saw it like that, because on little nav map you need to zoom in a lot to see the 36 beneath the 27.
Yep.
Yeah, I find with the live air traffic in this game is like lags behind real life like by 15 minutes or something.
I do enjoy those river runs. Good fun.
I remember that was really nice in the first Colorado flight I joined, I think it was. There was an amazing bit of river there.
Hey, give way to sail, you bugger.
Anyone else see Aviator CMVA float?
Not obvious. Okay, gents, straight out of here. It's a simple one, 4.5 miles. And it will be a straight in 3.6 and stop midfield, because we'll carry on departing on a 3.6 heading as well. We've got 5,000 feet to play with. So, straight out of here, 4.5 miles, and straight in 3.6. When you're ready, flaps, brakes, power, and go.
Wow, this thing will easily pull a loop.
I think this one's just on the top of an escarpment. Nothing serious, but
I see it.
So depart 36 on this one. It's a left turnout slight left turnout onto 340 for 15 miles. And you're heading to Wanaka, which is November Zulu Wilfred Foxtrot. 1100 feet, and it's 3,000 feet of grass. Straight in 29. And we're all down. Okay, straight out of here onto a 340 heading for 15 miles. When you're ready, flaps, brakes, power, go.
I love it. Just with one tap of the trim up, it takes off smoothly. It's amazing.
It's certainly a lot more stable than a lot of the planes out there.
And it can take really sharp maneuvering as well.
Yeah. We'll give one of the Cubs a run on a stall test.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing?
Hello, Gonzo, mate.
Hello there.
How are you?
Pretty good. You guys almost done with the flight, or is there still time for me to jump in?
Literally last airports in 10 miles.
Oh man! Oh wow!
If you want though, Gonzo, as there is no event planned in yet for tomorrow, when this is finished, me and you can come up with something for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna be around tomorrow, I would do the Nepal part too. But I think I have plans that'll take until after the flight would start, so I don't want to rush those plans. You know what I mean? But just something in Greece, I think, might be good, as they were talking about before.
I already shared a plan with Greece, yeah, so we could do that one. I mean, I did it already, and there's a couple long legs over water as with the Hawaii flight, but nonetheless, the islands are nice to land at.
Yeah. Just make it in the route of Odysseus and his journey.
We'll come up with something.
Or you can always just fly. How about Kansas? You're just gonna line up 5 airports all in the same heading and just straight in, straight out, straight in, straight out.
Yeah, I've got a Mexican touch and go route, which is something like 20. I think it's 25 airports in about 25 miles. They're insane. They obviously don't have any cars. They put bits of dirt everywhere.
I mean, I can look, as from what I've heard, Venezuela has some really nice dirt strips in the jungle and everything, and of course you have the famous waterfalls there. So that might be an option as well.
Or Chile.
Yeah.
Chile is very pretty. I've got one in my pocket for a bit further north from here, which is Mount Cook. If you want that one, I can post it. I haven't used it yet.
Sure, that's fine too, as long as there's an event tomorrow.
Well, I can post it up as an event. I'm just not going to be around. That was all. Oh.
No problem. Question of making some notes and someone takes it over.
Got a lot of low cloud now. Oh. think it's the highest I've been, other than coming out of Milford Sound.
This is where I did a stunt flight in real life at Wanaka Airport. I've actually been to this airport. Flying into.
I was on a university break and walking along the edge of this lake, and I heard and then saw a Spitfire coming over doing a practice for an air show.
Oh, nice.
You never forget that.
When I was there, I think they told me that there was a P-51 Mustang in one of the hangars. I tried to find it while I was waiting to do my stunt flight. I couldn't find it though.
Oh, I have some good memories of Spitfires in Duxford in England. They've got a B-17 as well there, still flying. The only flying one in Europe, from what they said. Amazing.
Did you see the Vulcan fire up today?
Oh, the Vulcan, the sound of that thing is mad.
Yeah, they had one doing a full run-up test today on the runway.
Nice. But they're not flying anymore, right? They retired them already fully.
Yeah, this one's, they're trying to get it back. I can't remember where it was now, but yeah, they're trying to get him back.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing to see in a hangar, let alone see it flying or hear it.
How much further are you guys having a route?
We've got about 1.5 miles. I'm on just turning finals for the last one.
I just landed.
I joined just in time.
Sorry.
No, it's not a problem. I was secretly hoping like you guys had like a longer route. You know how like mine was kind of longer than 2 hours? I was kind of hoping we had one of those.
Yeah, that's the idea. If you want that, then I can expand the Greece one with 2 or 3 airports, and then it should be great, actually.
No, I do try to keep hours, but quite a few of them I've made on my own. I'm like, this is taking a long time.
Yeah, aim for 2 and assume it's going to take 2.5.
I remember my Hawaii one taking 2 hours 43, something like that.
Yep, 2:45.
Because the Cape Cod trip took about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'll hop straight into Little Navmap and see what I can come up with.
Oh. I can just join you guys in progress. I know you're at the very end, but at least I can do is say I was there, right?
You can. We're currently at November Zulu Whiskey Foxtrot.
What's the official way of saying the name of that one then?
Wanaka.
Wanaka.
Oh, the helipad spot. I was parked there.
It's just the 5-year-old maiden that thinks it sounds completely different.
Would Vietnam be interesting?
There are thousands of places we haven't even thought about yet, I think.
I did a flight over like southern Algeria. It was really a nice, like scenic mountainous area, but not many airports though.
Yeah,
I think I've got it. One of the most famous places to do balloon flights, for example, and stuff, is in the mountains of Turkey. So
Yeah.
do something in Turkey.
Yeah, Cappadocia.
Any of the stands, you know, Turkmenistan and all the rest of them, they've got some cracking hills around there.
Yeah, looks like it.
Right, I need to do a reboot on this computer and then get a coffee, and then I got a stall competition later.
Right. Roger.
Good
Thanks for
luck.
the flight. Have a good one.
You take care, guys.
Good fight, guys.
Enjoy yourselves.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a nice one.
Yeah.
Problem is, when you look at the European landscape, besides the Alps, there isn't really a lot of mountains, small strips and stuff.
What about the Apennines or the whatever the mountains or Andorra is?
Pyrenees, there isn't many strips. I mean, yeah, on the French side there is a bit more, but still not too much.
Just stay out
Let
of
me figure
Italy.
something out.
Well, you always have Norway. I mean, what are you talking? Norway would be a good
Okay, guys. See you.
Take care.
See you. Bye bye. Nice evening.